One of the ways that fiction matters most to us is that it can reflect and strengthen the values that we hold most dear. One of the values that I hold most dear is liberty and the ability to live my life and for other people to live their lives as we choose. And there are tons and tons of great books that celebrate the value of liberty or teach the value of liberty or explore that value in some way. Books that are set in historical tyrannies. For example, the Soviet Union. Ayn Rand's We the Living is set in the early Soviet Union from the perspective of Kira, who's a young girl whose family's business was taken away by the Soviets. There's a love triangle, and it's about her trying to be a student in those really difficult times. And then, for a completely different perspective on the Soviet Union, I quite like Arthur Koestler's Darkness at Noon, which is from the perspective of a man who was involved in setting up the Soviet Union and then is caught up in one of its purges, and how he's trying to kind of rationalize his behavior and really can't. The other category of books that really celebrate liberty is dystopias. First, The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood is a classic for good reason, I think. It really digs into the psychological side of tyranny, and in this case specifically a theocracy. And finally, Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451, which celebrates the value of stories and ideas and learning and knowledge in a really simple but beautiful way. What books do you really enjoy that celebrate the value of liberty? And let me know if you enjoyed this, because it was really hard to narrow down these books. Maybe I'll do a part 2.